Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Queen Cuisine cooking channel. My name is Rosemary and today we are going to be cooking the African stew. So I'm not going to waste much time. I just hope you guys are doing great and enjoying the afternoon wherever you are, evening, morning. So today we're going to be making the African stew. And what do we need to make our African stew? The first thing we need for that is tomatoes. So I've already cleaned out my tomatoes and my onion and my pepper. So I'm going to be using tomatoes, onion, pepper, and of course I'm also going to be adding tomato paste. So I'm going to be using 2 tomato paste for my stew, and I will also need my olive oil, and you will also need your Maggi cube. So I'm using 2 Maggi cube, and of course your meat. So today I'm going to be using my chicken, which is already well cleaned and seasoned. So this is my chicken, and I'm also going to be using beef and tripe. So I have beef and tripe in here. It's already seasoned, so I'm just going to turn my heat on and get this cooked. Okay. So African stew, as you may already know, or if you don't know, can be used to eat a lot of things. You can use it for rice, you can use it for any dish at all that you feel like using stew for. So you can use it for your rice, like I said, to garnish your rice, to give it that sweet taste. You can also use it for yam. That is, in Africa we have what we call yam. So when you boil your yam, you can use it to eat that as well. You can use it for baked potatoes. You know, you can use the stew as well for your baked potatoes, or you can use it for boiled potatoes. You can also use it for fufu, or you can even use it as a side dish for bread. If you just feel like eating bread, you just want some, instead of using butter for your bread, you can just use the stew as well. So there are a lot of things you can use it for. You can also use it for beans. If you have your boiled beans and you have your stew on the side, you can use that as well for your beans when you take your beans. So I'm just going to allow my meat to boil. The meat, like I said, is I'm using chicken, I'm using my beef, and I'm using tripe. I'm going to allow it to boil and cook. So once it's fully cooked, we're going to use a deep fry. Sorry, I'm not going to use deep fry. I'm actually going to be using air fry to reduce the oil intake. So while we allow our meat to fully cook, we are going to then blend our tomatoes. Okay. So I'm going to blend my tomatoes, pepper, and half onion. So now that I've boiled my tomatoes, because it's really watery, I am going to boil the paste, the tomato paste, because it's really watery. I like boiling it to kind of make it a little bit thick, right? I'm going to pour that in a pot. I'm just going to switch this around so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So this is my blended tomatoes, half onion, and 1 pepper. Okay. So I'm going to add my Maggi cube to this. I'm going to boil it with my Maggi cube. I'm going to allow this to boil for like 20 minutes so it thickens up a little bit. And then once that is cooked, then I can start making my tomatoes. So I've already sliced my onion because I need to fry this onion to make my stew. And like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be using 2 tomato pastes for our stew. And again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe and also hit on the notification bell, so each time I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. And again, share this video, and if there's any dish at all that you would like to see in this channel, just use the comment box, drop your comment on the comment box, and we'll definitely bring the dish your way. We're going to be cooking it together, okay? So we are just going to wait right now for our tomato paste to thicken up a little bit while our meat is cooking, and then we'll get started with the rest of the step, okay? Okay guys, so now I'm just going to check to make sure my meat is cooked. So this is my beef and tried. It's almost cooked. And I have my chicken. For your chicken, you don't want it to be overcooked because we are going to have to use the air fry to make it crunchy, okay? And when we are making the stew, you're going to put it early enough with the stew. So this is my pastry, tomato pastry. I'm still going to allow it to boil for a while because I really want to make sure it's thick enough just to remove the excess water from blending. And when I was cooking the pastries, I just added 2 cubes of Maggi cube, no Maggi cube in there. I think I'm going to turn up the chicken because the chicken is almost cooked. So I'm going to turn up the chicken, and I'm going to use my air fry to fry the chicken. So I'm going to add my chicken to my pot because I want to air fry it. So I'm just removing the chicken from the stock. So this is my chicken. I want to air fry this. If you can also choose to not do anything, I mean fry the chicken or air fry, you can just decide to add the chicken as it is after cooking to your stew. So the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want the chicken to kind of break up in the stew, right? So I want it to be intact when I eat it, and I like my chicken fried as well. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil spray, and I'm going to air fry this. I'm going to set it for half an hour. While that is going on, I'm going to check again my tomato paste. Sorry, my tomato sauce. This is blended tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, pepper, and onion, half onion. See, a little bit watery, so I'm going to let that sit, let it boil, because I really like my tomato sauce to be thick. Now my meat is also cooked. I'm using red beef, and I'm also using tripe, so I'm going to turn this off as well. So once I finish doing my using the air fry for my chicken, I'm also going to do an air fry for the beef, you know, because I like it a little bit hard, right? I don't want it all soggy, because when you put it like that in the stew without frying it, whether you use oil to fry or you use air fry, without frying it, it's going to really be soggy and soft. So I don't really like my meat to be soft. It's a preference. It's not like something you have to do. Absolutely, okay? Okay, so the next thing you want to do, I still left my blended tomatoes. I'm still cooking it just to reduce the water in it, to make it thicken, to kind of thicken it up. So what I'm doing right now is just to start frying my onion. So I'm going to add some olive oil to my pot. This is a dry pot. You want to add like 2 cups of olive oil in here. And you want to bring the oil to a boil. I'm going to allow that boil. So once it's hot enough, I'm going to add my sliced onion. So I'm going to be frying my onion until it's a little bit crispy, so a little bit brownish. Then I'm going to add that to my boiled tomatoes, okay? So like if you remember, I still have my chicken in my air fry. While that is going, I'm going to then fry my onion that I'm going to use in making my stew. So today, if you're just tuning in, we are making African stew. So this is pretty much the step I take to make my stew. Like I mentioned, if you're just joining the video, the stew can be used for rice. You know, people mostly use the stew to eat rice, like myself. You can also use the stew for other things, like if you have your boiled beans, black-eyed peas well cooked, you can have the stew as a side to eat your beans as well. You can use it for baked potatoes, you can use it for cooked potatoes. So there are a lot of things you can use stew for. So just wanted you to know. So right now I have my oil, I'm heating up my oil, which I'm going to use in frying my stew. And I also have my tomato paste. So once everything is ready, I'm going to be walking you through the step when you need to add your tomato paste and when you need to add your meat. Okay. So now I'm going to add my onion to my oil. So what I'm doing right now is I'm frying my onion. I'm going to leave that for about 5 minutes. I think my tomatoes is thick enough. Let's see. I had to boil it just with 2 Maggi cubes, just to make it thick enough so my stew is not all watery. So now I can turn off my heat and I'm going to leave the onion to fry for 5-10 minutes, okay? So let me check that's my chicken. Just want to turn it. Going to put it back in the air fry for another 20 minutes so the chicken is all brown before we can add it to the stew, okay? Okay guys, so now I'm going to turn off my take out my chicken because it's already air fried. So this is my chicken. I'm going to add this to a fresh pot. Now I'm going to air fry my beef. And just to let you know that this is a choice, you really don't have to fry your beef. You can just cook it and add it to your stew. But I like my beef a little bit hard. I don't want it to be too soft. So I'm going to air fry it for like 5-10 minutes. Not for too long, maybe 5 minutes. So you can see I actually turned off my tomato paste. See how thick it is? It's really thick. So this is blended tomatoes, onion, half onion and pepper. And I was also frying my sliced tomatoes in olive oil. So I'm going to turn off the heat. So this is the outcome. This is onion with olive oil, well fried. So I'm going to add this to my tomato paste. Sorry, I keep saying tomato paste. To my blended tomatoes. I'm going to stir that up. Now I'm going to add my tomato paste. So I'm using 2 tomato paste, 2 tins of tomato paste. I'm going to add that to the oil. I'm going to put it in a very low heat. You have to make sure you are using low heat, and this is also going to help reduce any splash from the cooking. I'm going to stir that up. Make sure you stir it up really good. Mix up everything. So the next thing you want to do is I'm going to add some stock. So we boiled our chicken and we do have stock. So I'm just going to add a little bit of stock. That's like a cup. I'm going to stir that up. And please, again, we are making African stew today, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so, and also like my video. I hope everyone is following so far. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. So I am going to remove the beef from the air fry, because I really don't want to over fry this. I'm going to remove my beef. Like I mentioned, I did not fry it a lot, just a little bit. So I'm going to remove the beef. So what I want to do right now, I already have my chicken. So my chicken is in a pot, and I've already fried my stew. So I am going to turn the heat on for my chicken. Then I'm going to add my sauce to the chicken. I'm going to add my thyme. So all I'm doing right now is I'm adding all my meat, right? Then I'm going to add my beef. Stir this all together. You should have your heat in low heat while you mix up everything. And if you notice, I have not added any salt, right? I've just been using the stock, because the beef and the chicken was well seasoned. So you're going to taste for salt when everything is all mixed together and it's to your taste, okay? So what I want to do right now, I already have my chicken. So my chicken is in a pot, and and I've already fried my stew. So I am going to turn the heat on for my chicken. Then I'm going to add my sauce to the chicken. I'm going to add my thyme. So all I'm doing right now is I'm adding all my meat, right? Then I'm going to add stir this all together. You should have your heat in low heat while you mix up everything. And if you notice, I have not added any salt, right? I've just been using the stock, because the beef and the chicken was well seasoned. So you're going to taste for salt when everything is all mixed together and you still taste, okay? So I'm going to keep stirring to make sure everything mixes up right. See, it is so thick. So now I want to add more stock, right? Mix it up really good. Using low heat. So now if you feel that it's thick enough to your taste, you can then taste for salt. So I'm going to taste for salt. I don't need to add any more salt. It's perfect. So I'm going to let this boil. For 10 minutes, and then the stew will be all ready. Okay guys, so now we've been cooking for like 5 minutes, so I'm just going to stir my stew. I should be turning this off in another 5 minutes. Just give it another 5 minutes and then you'll be good to go. So again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. And like my video, share the video, and use the comment box for any dish you would like to see in this channel, and we'll definitely cook together. So we're going to leave this for another 5 minutes. It's almost cooked, and I'm also using a very low heat to do the final cooking. Okay guys, our stew is ready. I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to stir it up again. I think I need to bring the camera closer so you guys can see. It really came out nice. So that is our stew. So I want to thank you all for staying with me to the very end. We made African stew today. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Also hit the notification bell so each time I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Again, thank you so much for spending your day with me in the Queen Cuisine Cooking channel. Hope to see you some other time, and please drop a comment in the comment section if you want to see any dish prepared on this channel so we can all cook together. I hope you all enjoy a blessed day. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Bye guys.